Hello, hello, English learners everywhere. Welcome back to English Practice Every Day, your favorite podcast, The Best Way. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jane. Kevin, today we're going to talk about something that some people find a little bit scary, but it's actually super helpful for English practice.
You got it, Jane. Today's topic is all about talking to strangers comfortably. But before we dive in, how are you today? Any interesting encounters this morning?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I went to my local coffee shop, for my usual latte, and the barista, she asked me if I wanted to try a new syrup. I usually just say no thank you, but today I actually asked her, "Oh, what does it taste like?" And we had a short chat. It was nice. I ended up trying it, and it was really good.
See, that's perfect, Jane. That's exactly what we're talking about. A small conversation, a new experience. For me, I was on the bus, and this lady had a really cool hat. I almost said something, but then, I got off. Maybe I should have.
Oh, you totally should have. Next time, Kevin, just a simple "I like your hat" can start something. But it's true, sometimes it feels a bit awkward, right? Especially when you're learning a new language, you think, what if I make a mistake?
Exactly, and that's why we're here. We want to show you that talking to strangers, even for a few seconds, is one of the best ways to practice your English. It's real English in real situations. So, Jane, where do we even start? For someone who feels a bit shy, what's the first step?
Okay, step number 1, and this is super important, start small. Don't try to have a long, deep conversation right away. Think about very, very short interactions. Like my coffee shop example, just one extra sentence.
So not, "Hello, stranger, tell me your life story," but more like, "Good morning."
Exactly. The simplest thing you can do is just a greeting. Good morning, hello, hi, add a smile. A smile is universal, It tells people you're friendly.
That's so true. I think sometimes we forget the power of a simple smile. It opens the door. And if you're at a store, just saying thank you with a smile can be a tiny interaction.
Yes! And then, step 2, once you're comfortable with greetings, try a simple observation or a light comment about the situation you're both in. For example, if it's raining, you could say, "Oh, it's really raining hard today, isn't it?"
That's good. It's not about them, it's about the shared experience. Like if you're in a long line at the supermarket, you could say, "Wow, this line is long," or "Busy day, huh?"
Perfect! Those are great examples. These comments are safe because they don't require a big answer. Someone can just nod, or say "yeah" or "I know," and that's okay. You've still practiced a little bit of English.
Right. You don't need to force a conversation. The goal isn't to make a new best friend every time. It's just to practice. Okay, so we have greetings and then simple observations. What's next, Jane?
Next up, we can try very, very simple questions. These are usually yes/no questions or questions that need a very short answer. For example, if you're in a park and someone has a dog, you could say, "Is that your dog?" Or, "What a cute dog."
And the owner might say, "Yes, it is," or "Thank you." And maybe you can then say, "What's his name?" You've started a tiny conversation about something neutral and positive.
Exactly. Or if you're at a bus stop and you're not sure about the bus schedule, you could ask, "Excuse me, does this bus go to the city center?" It's a clear, simple question with a clear answer.
Oh, that's smart. Using a real need as an excuse to talk. "Excuse me, do you know what time it is another classic, right? People are usually happy to help with simple information.
Absolutely. And remember, our listeners are learning English, so these simple questions are excellent practice. You get to listen to a native speaker's reply and maybe even repeat a phrase. It's like a mini lesson in real time.
That's a great point. What about finding something to compliment? Like my example with the hat earlier. What's a good way to give a compliment without being, strange?
Compliments are great. Always keep them simple and about things that are easy to see and appreciate. "I love your shoes," or "That's a beautiful scarf." Or like you said, "I really like your hat." Don't make it too personal. Keep it about an item or something visible.
So not "you have beautiful eyes" to a stranger maybe.
Haha! Maybe save that for a friend or family. But for a stranger, an item of clothing or an accessory is perfect. It's polite, friendly, and often makes people smile. It shows you noticed something positive about them.
Okay, so we've said hello, made an observation, asked a simple question, maybe even given a compliment. What if they respond and the conversation actually starts going a little bit? What's our advice then?
Great question. This is where listening comes in. Listen carefully to what they say. Even if you don't understand every single word, try to catch the main idea. And then you can use very simple follow-up phrases.
Like, oh really, or that's interesting.
Exactly, or and then what happened, if they're telling a short story. Or wow, that's nice. These are like conversation glue. They show you're listening and interested, even if you don't have a complex sentence to add.
I see. It keeps the ball rolling even with limited vocabulary. And I think it's important to remember that it's okay if the conversation is short. It doesn't need to be a long chat.
Absolutely. A 2-sentence conversation is a success. A 5-second interaction is a success. Every little bit is practice. And what if someone feels really nervous, Kevin? What's your advice for overcoming that initial fear?
That's a big one, Jane. My advice is, remember that most people are actually very nice. And even if they don't want to talk, they'll usually just give a short answer or a polite smile, and that's it. It's not a big deal. The worst thing that can happen is usually not that bad.
That's a great point. And also, don't take it personally. Maybe the other person is busy or in a hurry or just not feeling talkative that day. It has nothing to do with you or your English.
Right. Think of it like a game. You're trying to get a point. One interaction, 1 point. And if it doesn't work out, no problem, try again next time with someone else. Just keep trying. Consistency is key even with small things.
Yeah, and I think practicing in your head first helps. Like before I went to the coffee shop this morning, I thought, okay, if they offer a new syrup, I'll ask about it. Just a quick rehearsal. You don't need to write a script, just an idea.
That's smart. Pre-planning your small talk. Like if you're going to the supermarket, you could think, I'll ask the person at the deli counter about a certain cheese, or I'll ask where the milk is, even if I know where it is, just for practice.
Exactly. It's all about creating opportunities. And don't forget to use polite phrases. Excuse me, please, thank you, I'm sorry to bother you, but these make any interaction smoother.
Definitely. Politeness goes a long way. So, to sum it up for our listeners, start very small, with simple greetings and observations. Then move to easy questions or compliments. Listen for the main idea and use simple follow-up phrases.
And remember, it's okay to be nervous, but don't let it stop you. Most people are kind, and every small interaction is a win for your English practice. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll become. It's like riding a bike, right?
That's a perfect analogy, Jane. The more you ride, the easier it gets. And for our listeners, we really want you to try this. Today, if you can, look for a small chance to say something to someone new.
Yes! So, tell us in the comments, what is one simple thing you can say to a stranger today or this week? Maybe at the bus stop, or the store, or even just good morning to your neighbor.
We'd love to hear your ideas and your experiences. Remember to like this podcast, subscribe to English Practice Every Day for more helpful tips, and share it with anyone who wants to improve their English.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep connecting. You're doing great.
That's all for this episode of The Best Way. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.